How's it going? Happy New Year! Happy New Year! It's 2021. What's up? I don't know if there's anyone in the chat or I'm talking with anyone, but I will begin the show as always. This is Infinite Hope that happens on Friday, where I discuss good and hopeful news. So hopefully you're here in the chat to hang out with me so that I can, lift your spirits and make you all feel some positivity, because that's what we're here to do. Hey, Chris. What's going on? Chris Doohan's in the house. Thank you for being here. I have to figure out this new, okay, here we go. But your comment, oh, that's not what I want to do. Okay, there you are. The StreamYards thing wasn't uploading. Hello. So I as you could see, I spruced up StreamYards a little bit. I decided to, pay some money and make it so that it's nicer, so that I can have like the little logo on the corner, and just be able to play clips and stuff like that. And trying to mainstream or streamline my channel more. I got a new banner. I don't know if you guys saw, but oh my god, I got a new banner and I made that myself. So I'm really proud of it. I spent some time on that. Oh my god, it's like Matt G. Hey, what's up, Matt? It's good to see you. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Really good to see you here. But yeah, so I have some stuff to talk about. There's a lot going on in the news that's negative, but we're here to do positive news. So we're going to be focusing on that. I also want to share my experience from last night, which was that I went to my friend's house, and we just kind of had a party there. We partied. It was New Year's, and I had fun. I had a lot of fun. It was exciting. And then I heard that I got shouted out on Doomcock's channel, which I was like, oh my God, Doomcock. Of course, I'm not there for the first time in behind the computer for the first time in months, but that's okay. That's okay. I really appreciate it. And then I woke up and there was a whole bunch more subscribers on my channel because of his shout out. So I really appreciate Doomcock. You guys are all probably sub to Doomcock already, but if you're not, go ahead, go sub to Doomcock. I also made a little, well, it's not Teespring. It's called Redbubble, a t-shirt store, which I've put in the description down below, my link. So if you guys want to help me pay the bills and you want to look fashionable doing it, you can go and check out my merch store and check out some of the t-shirts that I've designed and put on there. Jesse's in the house. Hey, what's up? Happy New Year, Nina. Hey, Happy New Year to you. I'm so happy that you're here. Yes, Chris says Happy New Year to all. Happy New Year to all. I hope 2021 is going to be better than 2020. I have my doubts. At some points I go back and forth. I'm like, is it really going to be any that different? Is it going to be that different? And then I'm like, you know what? It has to be. It has to be. But I don't know. I mean, there's a lot going on out in the world, and it just, I have hope. I that's what I'm doing here. I have hope. I have hope in humanity that we're gonna make it through this, and we're gonna be better for it. I mean, change is good sometimes, Akansha, I gotta say your name right. Akansha Jalswal, thank you for being here. You're always here, big supporter. Thank you so much. What's up? What's up with you too? Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to the future. Oh, am I in your future? Is that what's going on? But yeah, so Happy New Year to you. One of the things I want to talk about, actually, it's something that happened in our local online community. Because I don't know if some of you guys know, I know Matt G knows because Matt G is a part of it as well, but and a lot of my subscribers are part of it, is the Fandom Menace. And the Fandom Menace is, a collective of people who hated The Last Jedi. We're just doing our thing, criticizing the big corporations for taking over our media and trying to, spin their ideology and make it their thing. So, the fandom is about a people who want to speak up against that, and I'm part of that collective, if you will. I hate that word, but um, I'm part of that group, and they're really cool. And one of the things that's really cool about the community is that we all come together and help each other out. And so one of the fellow people on YouTube, her name is According to Christy. She's also a queen on the Queen's Council, which I'm a part of. She was going through a rough time because, with everything that happened with the pandemic and everything like that, she lost her job and she wasn't able to, file for unemployment because it's like all the numbers are so busy. And you know how it is with unemployment on a regular basis. Like if you lose your job on a regular day and any year of any time, it's hell to get hold of unemployment. It's never fun, let alone in a pandemic where everybody's losing their job and you're just out there just kind of like, well, where am I gonna, how am I gonna make rent or whatever, which is what she was feeling. And so she shared that with me, and I encouraged her to make a GoFundMe account. And I said, Christy, you got to get on GoFundMe. People will help you. We love you in this community. She's a moderator on many of the chats, including Doomcock's channel and Nerdrotic and a lot of other cool channels. And she's a sweetheart. And I was like, girl, you got to get on GoFundMe. People will help you because this community is awesome and everybody comes together and, we all want to help you. And I was hoping that she would say something first because she shared in our little Queen's Council chat about what was going on with her. And she had made the little GoFundMe thing. And one of our other fellow queens, Mads Mama Bear, just went on Twitter and was like, hey, everybody, like, let's start this. And, let's help her out. So I made my little tweet, which I will share here. I have it pulled up. Let me just look. Oh my goodness. So much stuff going on. Now that I have live streamed, I understand how John Talks feels when I tell him to like pull something up and he doesn't right away. And I'm like, what are you doing, John? And he's like, I have like a million tabs, Nina. Like, give me a second. But yeah, here we go. Okay. So I posted this online. I said, you've seen her in chats as one of the best mods on YouTube, but Christy is also one of the most caring, funny, genuine people I've ever met, which is true. She's an absolute gem of a human being. And Fandom Menace, and in the Fandom Menace, and has fallen on hard times. Please, if you can, donate. If you can't, just share the link and retweet. And it's gotten 41 retweets, 5 quote tweets, 57 likes, and I was ecstatic. And then what happened was that it got funded. It got funded within like 5 hours, and people just poured out of this community, just poured their love towards Christy and all the stuff that she's done for us. And yeah, so we raised $1,900 for Christy to help her out. And it was just the pouring of like just love and affection towards this fellow human being who'd fallen on hard times. And it made my heart just, I felt so humbled by everyone, because I know everyone in the community is struggling in some way or another. I mean, unless you're like one of the big YouTubers, you're struggling because you're just doing you're like everybody else. We're all in the same boat, and we're all kind of feeling that hole that's gotten us. So it was just wonderful to see, because by the afternoon, she had gotten funded. And it was really funny because she didn't even know, and we were just like talking about it on the threads. And then all of a sudden it was like 3-4 hours later after we had put it on Twitter and whatever, it had already gone like halfway. It was like about like $500 maybe into it, maybe more, when she got home and saw it. And she was just like so happy. And it was an amazing moment. It was an experience that, there's still human kindness out there, and people just, they'll help you out if you ask for it. And that was really, really cool to see. So yeah, and I've also actually linked the fundraiser down below for the GoFundMe account. So if you guys are interested in helping her out, you can totally go do that. Send her some love. Anything helps. Even like $2. Like whatever. Like it adds up. And that's cool. Thank you so much, you guys. Let me just get back to the chat here because I see some more people like Writer Captain Opinion popping up in the chat. What's going on, man? Happy New Year to you. Angry Vader's here. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Angry Vader. Thanks for being here. I'm so happy that you guys are here right now. Nice pick of my dad. Oh, Chris Doohan. Wait, that's not really you, is it? No way. No way. That's not you're not the actual son, are you? Are you really? That's really cool if you are. I'm going to be talking about your dad if that is in fact who you are. I'm a huge Trekkie, and not many people know that because I don't make Star Trek videos on my channel because I'm not a huge fan of new Trek, but I'm a huge fan of old Trek, and definitely Chris Duhan. That is really cool if you are in fact Sir James Doohan's son. That would be amazing. Let me see here. Okay, let's start the show. Since you're here, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the very cool fact that this happened. Okay, here we go. Let me just screen so we can actually see the text. Okay, here we go. Among the stars, ashes of James Doohan Scotty from Star Trek hidden on the International Space Station. Isn't that so cool? Actor James Doohan's family is celebrating after keeping a major secret for the past 12 years. The late Doohan, who famously portrayed Chief Engineer Montgomery Scott on the original TV series Star Trek, had his ashes smuggled aboard the International Space Station, where they fittingly, I can read, float in space today. I have been keeping this secret for the past 12 years, Chris Doohan, one of the sons of the Star Trek actor, wrote on Twitter, adding a link to December 25th article from for the Times of London that revealed the secret. The Starship Enterprise engineer has traveled nearly 1.7 billion miles through space, orbiting Earth more than 70,000 times after his ashes were hidden secretly on the ISS. How cool is that? And there's Scotty there. Doohan died in 2005 at age 85, which we're so sorry to lose him, and always had dreamed in resting among the stars. My dad had 3 passions: space, science, and trains. That's cool, trains. He always wanted to go into space, Chris Doohan told the Times. I've always wanted to go to space too. I mean, it's just a thing. Richard Garriott, an entrepreneur and one of the first private citizens in space, says he smuggled James Doohan's ashes into the ISS in 2008 during a 12-day mission as private astronaut, and a plot concocted by Chris Doohan by the Sun. The caper entailed printing 3 cards with a Doohan photograph and laminating each with a sprinkling of ashes sealed inside and hidden inside his flight data file. Everything that officially goes on board is logged, inspected, and bagged. There's a process, but there was no time to put it through that process, Garriott told the Times. One of the 3 cards is framed on the wall of the Doohan's California home, which Doohan tweeted Saturday. Yes, I saw this, and that's part of the wait, did that go into it? Yes. That is that's the photo that's also on the thing. That's so cool. Garriott floated another into space. The third is under the cladding on the floor of the space station's Columbus module. where he hid in 2008. As far as I know, no one has ever seen it there and no one has moved it. Gary had said James Doohan got his resting place among the stars. That's so cool, you guys. I mean, I definitely this warmed my heart. I mean, this is definitely something that it's so cool that a son would do this for his father. Even after he's gone, he's just like, you know what? Dad's going to make it up there if I have anything to do or say about it. I'm going to link the article down below so you guys can read the rest. But that is so cool. And Chris is here saying that's who he is. And I bet he says it was hard keeping the secret for so long. I bet that is so cool. I mean, your dad is he's a freaking legend, man. That's you did a good thing. You did a really, really good thing. And I love that. I love that so much. So thank you for doing that for your father. That's amazing. Jesse says, I was watching reactions to Luke's entrance in The Mandalorian and I cried. It was nice to see the character shown the respect he deserves. That's really cool. I'm glad that you had that emotional connection to that moment. And I appreciate you commenting on that because I personally haven't seen The Mandalorian. I'm not a big fan of Disney Star Wars, so I haven't checked it out, but I really appreciate that you had such a connection to that. I love that, Star Wars is going back to the right direction, if there is such a thing and can be done. But yeah, that is so cool. And kudos to Chris Duhan for keeping it a secret for so long. I mean, I wonder, like, did you have to keep it a secret because, like, you would have gotten into trouble if you had told people? Like, have the rules changed? Like, why'd you keep it a secret for so long? I'm very curious to know that. Also, if you want to come on, like, you can send me a message on Twitter. My handle is Nina7Infinity, and if you want to come on, I would love to talk to you. That would be so cool to have a conversation with you. If you are interested, please DM me. And I'm gonna go. You know what? I'll go and follow you right now. So if you do DM me, then that way I can be able to speak with you because my DMs are locked. So if that is in fact you, definitely DM me, and I would love to have you on here so you can tell everybody what's going on. But yeah, like, that is my question. Would be like, why'd you keep it a secret? I don't know if I could keep it a secret for that long. Like, I would just be like, yeah, my dad's up in space, and I really don't care. Like would you have gotten in trouble? Is that why you kept it a secret? That would be of interest to me. I mean, I like rebels. I'm a rebel, so I definitely do rebel-like things all the time. I'm like, I'm a rebel. A rebel. Usually, my rebelness comes with causes, though. I'm not a rebel without a cause. I'm a rebel with a cause. So, see, you had a cause. Your cause was to get your dad up in space. So, yeah. So yeah, if you're definitely if you're interested in coming on and talking to us about this experience of yours, I'd really love to have you on here. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, okay. Richard Garriott asked me not to go public until he gave me the thumbs up. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's really interesting. Well, yeah, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, that makes sense. That's so cool, though. God, I love Star Trek. I mean, the things your dad must have told you, like the stories, I can't even imagine. Like, it's so cool that you have a legend as your father. Like, that is very interesting. Oh, okay. I see. Chris says, I wouldn't have gotten into trouble, but he thought he may. Okay. Yeah, I understand. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, because it's risky business in like not the risky business kind of way, but it is risky business. It's like, you're doing something you're not allowed to do. And I understand that. I understand that. But I like rebels. Like I said, I'm all about that, especially right now in 2021. I was going to say in 2020. Last night when I was partying, I kept saying 2020. And my friend was like, stop saying 2020. It's 2021 now. And I'm like, oh my God, like that, like the brain switch. Um, it's a little, it's a little difficult. But yeah, so that's really cool. Let me see what else I got here. I got some other cool stuff to talk about since we covered that cool story, and I've covered the fandom menace story, which is awesome. Which about Christy, and now I have this really cool story. Let's cover this one because you're here for good news. So let's talk about this amazing man who did something good. Says a homeless man rescued all the animals at a shelter after it caught on fire. There he is with the doggy. Oh, look at the doggy. So cute. A homeless man risked his life to save several cats and dogs trapped in an Atlanta animal shelter after it caught fire, the facility's founder said. Keith Walker, 53, rushed into the W Underdogs shelter on December 18th after a fire engulfed its kitchen. I was nervous as hell. I'm not going to lie. I was really scared to go in there with all that smoke, but God put me there to save those animals, Walker told CNN. If you love a dog, you can love anyone in the world. My dog is my best friend, and I wouldn't be here without him, so I knew I had to save all those other dogs. While the shelter was not completely destroyed, the fire left it uninhabitable, according to the W Underdogs founder, Gracie Hamlin. Luckily, W Underdogs was only a week away from moving into its new facility in Atlanta, where the animals now reside. Oh, wow, that's fortuitous that they had a new place to go to. He is my guardian angel, Hamill told CNN. Even the firefighters didn't want to handle the dogs. They called, what? What do you mean? What does that mean? They called animal control, but Keith was already in the building pulling out the cats and dogs until they were all safe. What? That's so weird. Like, I don't understand that. Why would the firefighters not want to handle the dogs? Because they're like afraid to get bit or something? Like, I don't understand that. Aren't firefighters supposed to like rescue like anybody like that's in a burning building? Like, I don't get that, but that's not very hopeful about the firefighters. But thankfully this homeless man was there and decided to do the firefighter's job and get in there. Like, can you imagine, like, firefighters are like, we're on the phone with animal control, like, instead of going to do their job. There's a picture of the building being completely burned. That's really sad. But so W Underdogs shelter after the fire. Hamlin previously knew Walker, who has been homeless since he was 13 years old because she lets him keep his dog, a pit bull named Bravo, at the shelter every night. Oh, this is probably Bravo, you guys. That's so cute. Walker was on his way to pick up Bravo and take him for a walk when he saw the fire. He was able to rescue all the animals, 6 dogs and 10 cats. Oh, they're kitties too. I can't thank him enough for saving my animals, Hamlin said. I'm still in disbelief because I've been around a fire and I know how fast they flare up. He is my hero. Well, he definitely is that. This dude is a hero. More than these firefighters have, like, I'm in shock about the firefighters being like, let us not phone the what? Like what? What are you talking about? Chris has great stories. I wish he would have seen me play Scotty on Star Trek continues. That is so sweet. I wish he could have too. That is so sweet. I know. That's sad. That's sad. It's always hard to lose anybody, include especially parents. I mean, I can't even imagine what my life would be without my mom. But yeah, I understand. That's really sweet. What you did for him, though, is that's so sweet. But yeah, that's cool about the homeless man rescuing those poor dogs and cats too. Man, that is. I mean, can you guys believe about the firefighter thing? I don't understand why were they so were they like chicken like out? They thought they were gonna get bit. Don't they have like those giant pants? Like firefighters have those giant rubber pants. So if you're like gonna get bit or something by an animal, like I would assume that they have some safety. I don't know. That's weird. That's weird to me. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Let's see. Okay, here we go. This was a cute story. A lot of this was interesting to me because I don't know how because I've been married for a long time and the dating world seems really weird to me. Like I know that sounds really bad, but like it always was kind of like a really weird thing to hear about people going on dates or like seeing movies and it's about like first dates or whatever because I've been married for so long so like I've forgotten what it's like to date. But I feel like dating in the pandemic would be like so much weirder like with like the online thing right now with like Bumble and like swiping right or left. I remember when I first heard about that I was like I'm such a boomer. Like I was like, what the heck is this? You know, like whatever happened to people meeting in like the grocery store or something, like or like at the club. Well, I mean, you don't really usually meet the love of your life at a club, but I mean, dating, you know. So yeah, like online dating is like so weird to me. But now I'm like, where do people meet? Like in a pandemic, like can you even date? Like, can you even go places? But what happened with these people was really interesting. Shout out to Kai for sending me the story. Kai MFS. He's got a great channel too. Kai makes fun stuff. He does like some weird games, especially on Sunday. And that's fun. He's been trying to get me to go on there for a long time. I'm gonna have to look into that very soon. He's gonna hold me to that. I know. Kai, if you're listening, it'll happen. It'll happen one of these days. I promise. What happened when two virtual strangers booked an Airbnb together? Ooh la la. There they are. The lovely couple. I like her glasses. Um, these would never look good on me though. This was one of those things I've tried like in the store. I look like such a dork when I wear like the big round glasses. Mm-mm. It just doesn't go with my face. The prospect of finding true love during a global pandemic seems almost impossible, especially if you're stuck in a lockdown and hate dating apps. This is what I'm talking about. Like that's like how do you meet people now? But that didn't stop life coach Kyla MacArthur from taking a chance and booking an Airbnb apartment in Tulum, Mexico, with a virtual stranger. Tulum, yay! That's like 2 hour drive from me where I am, and it's a beautiful place. I love Tulum. The 31-year-old old from Massachusetts had been feeling disillusioned about the prospect of meeting someone while many Americans were under instructions to stay home when a friend decided to step in and play matchmaker. Ooh, see, that's how meeting people, I guess, is they're playing matchmakers. Oh, hello, Shandy says, Happy New Year. Just discovered you and glad I caught alive. Hey, I'm so glad that you're here. Happy New Year to you and yours. I mean, the holidays are still going, right? So happy holidays to you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad that you are here and hanging out with us. We're talking about finding love and dating and during a pandemic because apparently these people found love. So let's see. I was ready for love, but loathed the idea of swiping left and right on dating apps. That would be me. Like if I had to date all over again, I probably wouldn't. not this way. Like I just can't, I can't wrap my mind around just swiping right and left on people's picture and just like basing it off like a couple of sentences of like, I like working out and I like reading. Like that, I just can't do it. And I'm sorry if there's any single people in the chat that are like living off dating apps. I just cannot wrap my mind around it. So she's like, I prefer to sense a person's energy, but with all the restrictions due to COVID-19, part of me accepted that it was highly unlikely I'd meet the man of my dreams in 2020. She sounds pretty much exactly like me. In June, a mutual friend named Ben arranged a Zoom call between her and Ryan Crane, a 35-year-old wellness manager from Oklahoma, saying he thought they'd hit it off. Wow, well, they're kind of like in the same line of work, so that's a good call. That's a good call, Ben. When Ryan's face appeared on my screen, I felt attracted to him, MacArthur admits. As we spoke, I realized he was passionate about traveling as I was. Before lockdown, he went on a solo trip around the world. That's so cool. I've traveled, not by myself. Not by myself. I've traveled mostly with my husband, but we've been like, all around Europe. I haven't been to Asia, but, I'm from the Middle East, so I've seen the Middle East. And traveling is cool. It really teaches you a lot about stuff. So this person that's traveled all over the world probably was a pretty cool person to me because it teaches you a lot about yourself and, just everything, like all your little quirks and the things that you think and then you go and experience somewhere and you're like, oh my God, like it puts everything into question. Anyways, the article reads, we had lots in common, but it wasn't as if we could meet up and hang out. Crane also felt an instant attraction to MacArthur and says that he was on a huge high after speaking to her for the first time. Ooh la la. Well, you know what? First attraction is pretty important. Although I went into the conversation thinking it would be more of a friend connection, I did immediately notice how beautiful she was, and I was very attracted to her. Attraction is very important. She had just returned from the U.S. living in Bali, so I knew she was like-minded. Yeah, and they're also in the same line of work, which is really important. When Crane mentioned that he was thinking of traveling down to Mexico, where air travel to and from the United States was permitted, it still is, in the coming weeks, MacArthur was keen to go as well. While Mexico has remained open to the U.S. visitors, blah, 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 we know that. I'm just skipping part of the depressing parts. A few weeks later, when both of us were fed up with being home, we decided to go together, she explains. Although they knew it was a gamble, the pair decided to throw caution to the wind and book a 2-bedroom Airbnb property at the coastal town of Tulum, based in the Caribbean coastline of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula for 1 month. Ooh, that's amazing. That's a great way of testing if you're going to end up together. Just go live with somebody for a month. Yeah, you'll find out pretty fast. We got a couple of other comments here. Let me just, Mega Max says, Nina, I really enjoyed Infinite Talk. I'm happy you're doing your own live streams. Well, thank you so much, Mega Mac. Yeah, we did take a break last Wednesday because John wasn't feeling well, but we'll be back at Infinite Talk next week probably, and then hopefully maybe we'll rotate on my channel now that I'm like all spruced up and can actually like play videos and do things like this. Ooh, wait, I can do this. Hold on, let me just, I had to, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. No, not banners, this thing. Okay, see, I can do stuff like this now.
Jim? No, thanks. I'm good. That's what she said. Pam?
My mother's coming.
That's what she said. No.
That's fun. So yeah. Thank you so much for being here. Shandy says, yeah, I met my husband 10 years ago in a class, and I can't imagine forming a connection any other way. LOL, but good for them. Yeah. The story gets even more interesting because they go through a lot in Mexico. So I'll get through that in a second. Let me just talk to the chat a little bit, and then Akansha, I can say your name. Akansha says, "Hey Nina, what is your thoughts on the Ray Fisher cyborg of Zack Snyder's Justice League?" I'm not quite well versed on the topic. I can tell you that I think he has some really interesting, like the stuff that's going on with him is insane. It's not that I don't believe him. I think that I think it's crazy. I think what happened with him was crazy with the whole um, Joss Whedon thing and how, he was completely abusive to him and stuff like that. Like, Joss Whedon was abusive to Ray Fisher. I think it's crazy. I do know my very good friend and fellow stream personality, Fatal J, that we do Fantastic Four with, which we will be picking it back up soon. He covers a lot of that. So definitely check out his channel because he knows a lot more about it than I do. But I mean, I don't think it's ever good to abuse anyone's trust or anything like that. So I don't. I think that that's crazy, and I think that if that's true, what happened to Ray Fisher is true, then he has every right to be raising hell right now. That's where I stand with it. Hey Keely, what's going on? Happy New Year to you. Thanks so much for being here. I just wanted to say a couple more. Yeah. Happy New Year. Happy New Year's to you guys before I continue to read the article so I can make sure I'm keeping up with the chat. Thank you so much for all you guys who are here supporting me right now. I really appreciate it. I know there's a lot of cool live streams going on, so I understand. It's tough to be everywhere at once. Let me get back to the article though. Okay, okay. So we decided to go as travel buddies, although deep down, I think we were both hoping for something more. Ooh. Obviously, living together would be the ultimate test. You know what's weird is traveling is the ultimate test of a friendship, though, because I remember I went on I went to somewhere with a friend of mine that we thought was like a really close friend actually, and we went on like a 2-week vacation with him, and when we came back, like our friendship kind of declined because it's like you find out certain things about people, and then you're like, oh, like it's not the same. Like the mask drops a little bit, right? Like you see people for who they are, like really deep down. So this would be the ultimate test if you're like dating somebody, like you just started dating somebody and then you like decide to go on a really long trip with them. So after making the necessary arrangements, MacArthur and McCain flew to Cancun separately on August 8th. Yeah, Cancun, baby. That's where I am. They landed at different times and didn't see each other face-to-face until they were at the apartment. When we met for the first time in the Airbnb living room, I remember thinking that he had a glowing energy, Crane says. She had brought me a dozen eggs and some fruits from breakfast and from the day before, since she knew that I would be getting in late. She was very kind and thoughtful. Aw, that's sweet. They quickly talked about their expectations for the trip. That's pretty important. And agreed to communicate with each other if either was annoyed or upset about anything. Again, important. Communication is very important. It's like, so like what's going on with the sleeping arrangements? Since we just met and all, yeah, you're taking the couch until said time. I wanted us to use the trip to grow as individuals and practice conscious relating. Oh, I like that. Conscious relating, says MacArthur. Luckily, Ryan was totally open to this. After 2 weeks enjoying each other's company and magical trip to Isla Mujeres, which is a literal, like it's a magical place. Isla Mujeres has the best beach of all time that I've ever been to. It's called Playa Norte, and it's something from a dream. That's my happy place. So it's something magical. Crane told MacArthur he had fallen for her and asked to take her on a date. Aww. I was hesitant, she admits. I wasn't sure if Ryan was the one for me. Although they decided to extend their stay, MacArthur remained uncertain of her feelings until Crane left for a week-long trip to Agumal, a small town of Mexico's Riviera Maya, at the end of September. While Ryan was away, all the pressure disappeared, and I realized just how much I missed him. Aw, you don't know what you got till it's gone, girl. That's what happened. During our time apart, I became clearer about my feelings. I wanted to give this a chance. When he returned, they officially became a couple and returned to the public beach in Tulum, where they had their first date. The twosome then witnessed a double rainbow forming over the ocean. MacArthur says she interpreted it as a sign that they would go to the distance. So testing times, but the relationship wasn't repeatedly put to the test over the next few months. Not only did they experience unrelenting noise of the nearby construction, which, oh my God, that is so annoying. I lived in an apartment here where there was construction across the street, and that literally drives you nuts. Like at some point, you will end up going crazy. We were living in a place where there was construction, and we were like behind this kind of like this big giant mall, and they had like trucks, like, you know, giant like unloading trucks going there like every 3 to 4 in the morning. So like you would constantly hear like the trucks going like beep, beep, beep. So like in the morning you would hear the construction, and at night you would hear the beep, beep, beep of the trucks. It was like literally a freaking torture nightmare scenario. We had to move. We had to leave. And that's why we moved to this house. But that's oh my God. Oh my God. That's terrible. The couple lived through 3 hurricanes as well as Tropical Storm Gamma, which brought floods and landslides to the Yucatan Peninsula, leaving them with no electricity or water for 4 days. Yeah, that happened to me too this year with Hurricane, what was it, Gamma? Delta? One of those. Oh God, I've already forgotten it. I told myself I never would forget that name, but I think it was Delta, Hurricane Delta. That, my God, 3 days with no power, you guys. It was insane. It might have looked glamorous to friends and family, but they were practical realities to living here just like anywhere else. It's true. There's mold because it's humid. It's like a nonstop battle with mold here. There's frizz, like it's a nonstop battle with frizz. There's hurricanes. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, I say it's paradise, but you know, it's tricky. It's tricky business. There's cockroaches and bugs because it's tropical area, so you get a lot of weird looking bugs and stuff. So yeah, I simply tried to go with the flow and make the most of it. That's what I try to do all the time. So when the power would go out for 24 hours, I would turn the music on, light some candles, and dance around like a dork to make her laugh. That's what I do all the time. Well, not all the time. When the power was out, that's what I did too. And I read a lot. I tried to read by candlelight though, and I was like, this is why people went blind back in the day, because you really can't read with freaking candlelight. Kaylee Ju says, "What's going on?" Well, just reading some good news. That's what we're doing. Fly and Sasha says, "Thought rainbow has different meaning." Well, I don't know. I mean, they think they coined it, but I don't know. I don't see, when I see a rainbow, I don't think that, you know, I think like love, and I think, I don't know. It's pretty. Rainbows are pretty. Oh, that's funny. MacArthur's ATM card was later swallowed up and she developed a parasitic foot disease. Oh, that sucks, which left her unable to walk properly. She was prescribed strong medication by doctor, but felt exhausted most of the time and couldn't leave the apartment. However, Crane proved to be a great support throughout. Ryan was really thoughtful and affectionate the whole time, getting me ice cream and also picking up medicine for me. MacArthur said both says the trials they faced in Mexico have only made their relationship stronger, and that's exactly what it does. If you go through something really harrowing with someone, like hurricanes, power outages, health issues, you know, and they come through with you. And the other thing is death in the family, or like when you go through a death, when you go through a loss and you see like the reaction that you get from that person, you know, it builds a bond, it builds a connection. Once MacArthur had recovered, the couple spent the next 2 months traveling to Mayan ruins of Chichen Itza and Bacalar, dubbed the Maldives of Mexico, while planning their future together. Oh, that's so sweet. They decided to return to the U.S. Together in December to spend Christmas and New Year's in Boston with McCarthy's family. They must have experienced a crazy transition because here everything's open and everything, and over there not so much. Everyone's on lockdown over there. But the couple admit their whirlwind romance has received mixed reaction from friends and family. Our friends were thrilled, says MacArthur, but some of our friends were concerned. You and Ryan are great together, but when the vacation's over, you may encounter some problems. And when are you coming back to reality? Were some of the things that they said. Well, I mean, like every relationship experiences a honeymoon period, I find, like, especially when you start dating someone, like you go through this, like, you just can't, take your hands off each other phase. And like, everything is good. Like everything they do is good. And you barely see faults, and you're kind of dropping your masks and stuff. But like the stuff that these guys went through, I feel like kind of really puts that to the test. And she says, I smiled because Ryan and I have overcome quite a few obstacles. We've both committed to building a future together. I truly feel like I found my person. It sure sounds like it. Crane says he feels the same way and is hugely thankful that they opted to book the Airbnb over the summer. Kyla has helped me more to be more open, vulnerable, and authentic, and I'm so grateful we took this chance together, he says. Although the coup has no doubt brought much misery to the world, MacArthur says finding love during such a turbulent time has shown her that life can unfold in most unexpected ways, which is true. And that's what I'm hoping for 2021. I'm hoping something unexpected will happen that, that will bring balance to the force. I always hoped to find love of I always hoped to find the love of my life, but I had no idea it would happen so quickly and during a global pandemic, she adds. While ever-changing border restrictions continue to limit, blah, 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 blah. We do plan to travel and spend some time in San Diego, Lisbon, Costa Rica. That's our dream, she says. Perhaps we'll even make it back to Mexico one day. I hope you do. Mexico is awesome. And this was a cute story. I like that they made the best of it. And I liked what they did. I thought that was really cool. That they took a chance on love. They took a chance on travel. They took a chance on a lot of things. And you know what? That's what living is all about, taking chances. Because the littlest thing, like let's go for a walk now, is apparently taking a chance. So those things are good. Those things are good. It's good to be able to live, survival is not just a thing that we have to do. We have to live, and living means to do these things, going out, being with people, finding love. That's part of living. So yeah, let's see. What else do I got for you guys? Oh, yeah, so I do have, let me just share this thing here. This is cool. This is my little t-shirt store. And yeah, so I got my own brand on here. This is probably my favorite shirt because it's really funny. It says, I'm with the bomb. What happened? It says, I'm with the bomb squad. If you see me running, try and keep up. So I think that's really funny. That's really funny, and it's like you're part of the FBI. So if you see somebody running that's part of the FBI, you and part of the bomb squad, you should try and keep up. And then I also have this one here, which says I'm a survivor of the year 2020, 2020, 2020, 2020. I can say that. That's funny. And yeah, and then this is Mr. Grabby, which is just a hand. It's like a giant holding you. So it's like if you're like being picked up by a giant, this is what it will look like. So if you want to be held by a giant, you can check that out. Yes, take that chance. It's like the ABBA song. Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance. If you change your mind, I'm the first in line. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. Okay, I'm gonna lose viewers, but yeah, ABBA's cool. I like I like it. Okay, here we go. Let's see, what else do we got here? I have one more article that I thought was dope because you guys know I love archaeology. So I'm gonna do this last article here. Oh my God. Was it really that bad? Was it really that bad? I'm sorry. I know, it's like we lost viewers already. Let's see here. Okay. Again, shout out to my friend Kai, who always sends me articles. Guys, you guys send me some articles too, so I can shout you out. Nina7Infinity on Twitter, Infinite Hope. If you see articles during the week that you're like, oh my God, this is so positive, Nina would love this, please send it to me. Medieval effigy found hidden beneath English church pipe organ. The newly restored carving is the oldest alabaster effigy of a priest discovered in the UK to date. And there it is. There it is. 4 years ago, Derbyshire resident Anne Heathcote received an unexpected phone call from the Church Monument Society, a London-based group dedicated to celebrating, studying, and conserving tomb carvings, both in the United Kingdom and further afield. As Heathcote tells the Observer, Donna Ferguson, the society contacted her in the hopes of learning more about the statue housed at St. Wilfrid's, the 10th century church, where she serves as a warden. They said, we know from Victorian book that recorded monuments and churches that you've got an effigy of a priest there. She recalls. After confirming the record accuracy, Heathcote sent the society a photograph of the work, which had spent centuries hidden beneath the church pipe organ. It was filthy, but I immediately got an email pinged back full of excitement saying, this looks like a very important effigy. The warden's adds, I was dumbfounded. Some 670 years after the sculpture's creation, experts are hailing it as exciting beyond our expectations, reported Lynette Pinchas for Derbyshire Live. Removed from its hiding place as part of a renovation aimed at transforming St. Wilfrid's into a community center, the 3,360-pound statue is the oldest alabaster effigy of a priest found in the UK to date. It boasts more remnants of the medieval paint than any other effigy from this area, in addition to rare traces of gold, cinnabar, and azurite. So yeah, that is quite amazing. I love these kind of discoveries. I will link all of these articles that I talked about in the description so you guys can check those out yourselves. And let me just see what the chat is saying. Shandy says, hey, nice poster. I've got one of Vampire Hunter D. Yay, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I got Record of Lotus Wars here, which is one of my favorite animes. Major Kusanagi, because she's great, from Ghost in the Shell. And that's Faye from Cowboy Bebop. And I'm a huge anime fan. And I love Vampire Hunter D. I think it's a great anime. So that's awesome. And we got Mexican Iron Man says, Happy New Year. Hey, man. Happy New Year to you, too. Feliz año. I'm glad that you're here. I appreciate it. I hope you listened to the little love affair in Mexico story that I just told, because Mexico is amazing and people fall in love here because Mexico is a paradise place to live in, especially where I am. Says, thank you. Still hoping still hopping on one leg, but should be walking in 2 weeks. Thanks. Yes, I heard about your accident. I'm so glad you're feeling better. I'm so sorry that you were in that accident, but I'm glad that you're feeling. Yes. Thank you, Flying Saucer, for asking that question. I'm glad that you are feeling better. Yes, that is good to hear. Yes. Yes, no worries. I'm glad that you heard that story. God for Dogs here says, "Hey Nina, I've never seen you live on your channel." Yeah, I've done it only a couple times. This is like the third time that that's happened. I'm actually going live again on my channel tomorrow. This time for Rogue Entertainment. It's gonna be a party over here with the Rogue crowd. And now that I can play clips like this.
You know, we're living in a society. We're supposed to act in a civilized way.
That's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm going to try and get some more clips and stuff like that. I was totally playing around with StreamYards today, trying to figure out all the little things. And I uploaded some of my clips. I uploaded this one too.
Oh, well, I know how you feel, Dr. Solomon, which is why we are staging a protest this Friday.
Oh, shut up, Karen.
Her name is Karen, and she's all about protesting. I love that show. You know who else was on that show? Speaking of Star Trek stars, William Shatner. He was the big giant head in Third Rock from the Sun, which is one of my favorite sitcoms of the 90s. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and put some more amazing little clips on here, which is time consuming. I have to say, it's time consuming to go and find little clips you want and get everything, because there's only so many hours in the day, and then you're like, okay, well, I can do this. Curtis says, "Hi Nina." Hey Curtis, good to see you. Happy New Year to you. I'm so happy that you're here. Gafford says, "I'll be there." Well, excellent. It's going to be about 7 EST from 7:30 EST. I think that's usually when we start. So that will be tomorrow. It's going to be fun. That sounds weird. Yeah. Well, he's my mentor. And John Talks is my mentor. He totally taught me the YouTube ways. So yeah, yeah. Mexican Ironman says, "That looks cool. Are you using StreamYard or Streamlabs?" I'm using StreamYard. This is StreamYard. I finally broke down and paid the $20 this month, and I was like, okay, now that I'm actually doing live streams on my channel, I want to be able to play clips and not have it be so ghetto. And I'm gonna host the Queen's Council soon for this month. And I'm gonna do more live streaming, because I need to, first of all, get in touch with the people of my channel, and people who subscribe to me, and I want to get to know everyone. And also, I have some ideas too. I wanna be able to implement those ideas and see where it takes me. I did make a new banner, as I said earlier. That was important to me to make a new banner. I hope you guys like it. Yeah, so I have some stuff that I want to do. And I think on Sunday I'm going to do another live stream here with Jane Theory, where we're going to talk about The Expanse. We're going to talk about The Expanse, the new season 5, and what we think about it so far and everything like that. We're both caught up to it. I mean, I'm sure we'll talk about the earlier seasons too, but we're gonna talk a little bit about The Expanse, because we were talking about it in one of the threads for the Rogue Entertainment thread, and I was like, we should do a live stream about this, because we have a lot of opinions, and so we decided to do one for Sunday, and that's going to be fun, probably Sunday evening. Yeah, Curtis says, "Happy New Year to everyone." Happy New Year, everyone. This is great. Starting the new year off with some good news in your veins. Galford Dog says, "I didn't mean it that way. LOL. I meant the clips." Yes, I know what you meant. And my mind just went to this.
Jim? No, thanks. I'm good. That's what she said. Pam?
My mother's coming.
That's what she said. No.
I love being able to play the clips now. It's fun. It's fun. But you know what's funny is John told me, he's like, just wait until you have to actually like pick all the clips and stuff like that. Like, so right now, like, I want to go back to highlighting the next comment, but I'm in my, little clip place. So I have to like click to somewhere else and then go to somewhere. So I'm always like, hurry up with the clips. And then he's like, dude, it takes a second to like go from one menu to the other. So you can't really appreciate it until you've got the helm, you're at the helm. It's like, watching someone drive. It's very different than being the driver, right? So that's funny. Shady says, I found you through HTM reviews and like the look of your vids. Oh, well, I'm so glad. That's so cool. Thank you so much. I really worked hard on those. I love his dark materials. It held a special place in my heart because when I started my spiritual journey was right around the time that those books were coming out, and I read those books, and they hit me in the feels like really, really hard. And I love those books a lot. I've read them like 2 or 3 times. And then the movie came out, and I wasn't a fan of the movie, even though I thought the movie was actually pretty good up until the very, very end when they changed the ending. And I was like, no, because the ending is all about, what happens. I don't want to spoil it for people who actually want to watch it. So that little thing, the little key thing that happens at the end of season 1, and in the end of the first book is what they changed. And I thought that was frankly, it was BS. So, and then they didn't make enough money, obviously, because they changed that, and because kind of bombed. So they didn't end up making any movies. So like now that, fast forward, like what it's been like 15 years almost, maybe more, they started coming out with his dark materials on HBO. I was like, yes, because HBO usually does things correctly for the most part, because Game of Thrones was amazing when it was based on the book material. It started being less amazing when the book material, kind of stopped. And these books, they're all there. And I know Philip Pullman is very heavily involved in the making of his dark materials. So I know that's why his dark materials is so good right now, is because of that. There's some stuff in it, like, that may be considered woke nowadays, like the race swap and certain things. But I think all in all, it's done very mildly and very well to to get generated towards this year's audience, like 2020 audience. But generally, I think they've done a really good job with it. So, and I really liked, for example, Will's character. I didn't think I would, because I pictured him totally different in my mind when I was reading the book. But I think that Amir, I forget his last name, did such a great job with the role that I'm into it. I was like, okay, this is good. Like I can get into this. So I'm so happy that you found me through that. I hope you enjoy my channel's content. I do movie reviews and stuff like that, but I'm also I do a lot of live streams because I'm part of some groups. The one I do with people that talk about John, I have a show called Infinite Talk with Mr. John Talks, and we usually do it on his channel, but there I talk about a lot of politics and stuff like that, so that may not interest you as much. But my Rogue Entertainment stuff, that's all about entertainment and Star Wars, Star Trek, anything going on in entertainment news, like that kind of stuff. And then Good News Fridays, which is today, and Infinite Hope is my thing. I do Infinite Hope, and I talk about positive news and hopeful news, because usually I depress people thoroughly on John's channel on Wednesdays with Infinite Talk. So I'm like, you know what? Like, we need some positivity after this, and so I do that. Here. Kefir Dog says a lot of YouTubers got a lot of success following the cringy Batwoman show. You could do the same with the SJW Cowboy Bebop. Netflix is in the making. I'm planning on it. I'm planning on it. Not for the reason that you're thinking, because I'm not going into it to hate watch it, and I'm not going into it to be. I'm going into it because I love Cowboy Bebop. I genuinely love Cowboy Bebop, and I've wanted to see a live action Cowboy Bebop for a long time. So if they mess it up, I'll be doing the review about it. Like I'll be doing a review about it, not because like it's, like mainstream or whatever to do that for those kind of shows. I'll be doing it because I was going to do it anyway. Whether it's good or not, I will be doing a review about Cowboy Bebop's Netflix series, because as you could tell, I mean, I love Cowboy Bebop. I love that anime. So, and that's what I do on my channel. I talk about things I love most of the time. Wonder Woman, for example, is something that I actually do enjoy. I love the first movie. I love the cartoons. Even though I'm not a huge DC comic person, I've never actually read a comic book of Wonder Woman, but I still love superhero stories and stuff like that. So even when I make movie reviews about movies that I don't quite necessarily, think is the best, it's not because I'm hate watching it, or something, but I do. I tend to just be genuine and honest about how I feel about stuff I watch. Multiverse Monitor says, "Hey, Happy New Year's." Hey, Happy New Year's to you too, man. Happy 2021. It's here. Curtis says, "It's sad season 6 will be the last for The Expanse. I do like this season better than season 4. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not going to get into the whole Expanse thing because I'm doing the show on Sunday with Jane. But I will say this, that apparently I read on online that the makers of the show said that it's not necessarily the last season. Like season 6 is not necessarily going to be the last season. It's going to be a break because, well, they still have to get signed for it, which I don't doubt that they will. Like I don't doubt that Amazon will sign them, but they also want to kind of give it a minute until the writer finishes the other book. I think there's a couple books left and it'll be finished. There's like one book left where it'll be finished. But they said that it's a pause. So there's hope that it'll come back. And they're not shutting the door on it fully. So that's what I read. I don't know. Shandy says, "Oh God, don't even start with Game of Thrones." I know. That's how I started out on YouTube. Actually, I found the Fandom NS community because of that ending. I went on the live stream for Nerdrotic, Gary from Nerdrotic and Doomcock on the last night of Game of Thrones, and I was crying because I was like, I can't believe I just wasted like 10 years of my life and with this show and those books, and yeah. So that was no fun. Yeah, I hear you. Curtis says, I was sad when the season finally. I was sad with the season finale of his Dark Material. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It was like that in the books as well. Actually, both seasons are a little. Their finales are a little emotional. They're great. I love it. Yeah. It sucks. Mexican Arman says, "We need to get your hours up so that we can get you monetized. You're almost at 1,000 subs. Good job." Yay. Yes. That's why I'm trying to do more live streams so that I can get to my watch hours, which is a little bit harder than getting the subs, I think. But I mean, who knows? I mean, I'm just thankful to be here and thankful for you guys for checking me out and listening to me talk. Thank you for finding me even remotely interesting. Let me just hold on. Let me play this clip because no. See, I can do things. Wait, which one again? This one.
We're living in a society. We're supposed to act in a civilized way.
I need to get more clips. I'm gonna be playing my clips all the time. Watch the stream gets taken, gets copyright claimed because of that clip. Because I've heard like Seinfeld apparently is like not like you shouldn't be playing Seinfeld clips, but I guess I'll find out later. I'll find out. Curtis says The Last Jedi made a lot of YouTube channels huge. That's true. That's true. I think that Star Wars girl was made because of The Last Jedi. So yeah, lots of channels are like that. Shandy says good because authenticity is the best thing you can bring to your channel. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do. I want to make videos about what I care about, not necessarily what gets the clicks and stuff like that. The clicks and stuff, it goes really like it's all like not what is like, it's so anti what I want to do. Like even when I make my thumbnails and stuff like that, like my husband sometimes critiques me and he's like, you gotta make it like this and like this so that it's more like catchy and clickbaity. And I'm like, I don't want to be clickbaity. Like I don't want people to watch my stuff and be like, that's not what I clicked on here for, because the content is different on the video than it would be on the thumbnail. So I'm not like, I like being genuine, and apparently being genuine doesn't make you a lot of money on YouTube. And that's okay. I don't need a lot of money, just some money. just a little bit would be nice. Oh, that's funny. I make myself laugh. It's really awkward to like do your own show because you're kind of like talking to yourself, and then you laugh at your own jokes. That's awkward. Feels kind of narcissistic in some ways. Galford says, I've been fantasizing about live action Cowboy Bebop since I was a kid in high school. My picks were Joseph Gordon-Levitt for Spike, Vin Diesel for Jet, and Kirsten Kurek for Faye. Ooh, that's nice. I always wanted a Keanu Reeves Spike. I'm not even gonna lie. I've always wanted a Keanu Reeves Spike. Vin Diesel for Jet. That sounds cool. I'd be into that. Wait, who's Kirsten Kurek? Let me just check it out. Don't worry, I'll put up her picture for people who are like me that are really bad at names and have no idea what these names are. Oh, this girl. Oh, the chick from Smallville. Yeah. See, I think what's her name? See, I'm bad at actor names. I think now, because this is you're talking a while ago, but for me now, let's see, what is that girl's name from? Oh my God, what is that show? The one that's like How to Keep a Secret. No, not Gossip Girl. Oh my God, the one with the murderer guy. You know what I'm talking about. Oh my God, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. Pretty Little Liars. Oh my God. I'm the worst at like show names and stuff like that. The chick, Lucy Hale. I think Lucy Hale would have made a really good Faye. I think she would make a really good Faye. I think she's really cute and it's like petite and small, and she's got like those big eyes, and I think she would have made a good Faye. Lucy Hale. Let me show you guys in the chat who that is if you don't know, because you probably never watched Pretty Little Liars, because that is but yeah, that's who Lucy Hale is. I think she would have made a good Faye. Let's just go here. That's good. Yeah. See, she's got that. She's got those big eyes. She's got like thick eyebrows. She's already got the little, the small, the short haircut. I think she would have made a good Faye. But we got who we got, and we'll see how that goes. I'm interested. I want to know how it goes. I'm interested in it. Kai, what's up, man? What's up? It's good to see you. Kai's always a big help on these shows for me because he always sends me articles and it's amazing. So it's like more than a couple of those articles I read earlier were from Kai, and I appreciate you. I need to get more clips. I do. Hey, what's up, Stieg? And what's going on? It's good to see you, man. Do you want a link? Because you know what? I'm gonna send you guys both links. So if you want to come on and shoot the shit for a couple minutes, we can talk about some of the good news I read, and we can talk about. I'll send you guys both the links. We could just hang out for a minute before I take off to go eat some food. But why not? I'll just send you guys both the link. Let me just see what I'm doing first. Nothing ever works when you need it to. And Stieg. God, Stieg, you're not even on. I mean, you are on Twitter, but I gotta find. Okay, well, I sent it to your new account. You got like 3 accounts. Well, one of them's gone now. Who else did we got in here? Oh, Curtis says, whose YouTube channel will the broadcast be under on Sunday? Oh, it's my channel. My channel. It's gonna be here. It's gonna be here. The Expanse chat will be here on Sunday. Me and Jane Theory. It's gonna be fantastic. Okay. Steeg says put biceps, cleavage, and guns on the thumbnails. Well, honey, this is the Infinite Hope stream, the good news stream. So there you are. Hello, sir.
Hi.
Hi.
See, I give good advice for thumbnails.
This
like
is supposed.
Put a snake or a tiger on it too.
This is supposed to be the good news stream, so it's about like the articles that I'm reading. Like I'm not gonna put biceps and cleavage and guns on those.
Well,
unless the articles are about that. And then
everyone likes the 80s, so put like a Ferrari and some guns and maybe a tiger.
Yeah. But Happy New Year. Did you have a good New Year's last night?
I slept for most of it, and then I popped up on Christie's stream, which was great fun. Culture Casino was laughing so hard he was crying and bouncing in the chair.
That's really good. I remember I came on there for, well, not like on the stream, but I went in the chat and I think I mistyped something. And I remember people were laughing at me.
Well, I don't remember what it was. So it's probably wasn't that big of a mistake.
No, I think I misspelled butt. Like I put B-U-T-T instead of B-U-T.
Yeah.
Hey, Kai, what's up?
I'm setting up the new Gaming Lounge channel.
Oh, nice. So everyone, this is Kai. He's the person that always sends me hopeful news articles, and I'm so grateful for Kai. Stieg, on the other hand, always sends me weird articles that I'm like, what?
Well,
what is this?
It's everyone likes fascinating news.
Yeah.
Let's call it that. Fascinating stuff.
Fascinating stuff. Yeah, so I decided to fork out some money and actually, get the fun StreamYards so I can play clips. But now I need to get a whole bunch of clips.
I have some cool news. It's not news, probably everyone probably knows it, but Cobra Kai season 3 is out. And I'm 3 episodes in, and holy crap, it's good.
You like it? That's good.
It's like
I've never watched
10 out of 10. Easily a 10 out of 10 so far.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm so glad to hear that. See, that's good news.
Yeah, you get to see, a little spoiler here. Daniel and Johnny teams up a bit.
That's great. I've never seen Cobra Kai, so I'm going to have to experience that.
Yeah, I haven't either.
It's a perfect continuation of Karate Kid.
I've heard
they
that from several people.
Yeah.
I just get nervous about watching shows that I love, like from like the 80s and stuff like that, and then like watch them get ruined. So I was
Yeah.
like, I'll wait until it ends and then I'll like just binge watch the whole thing.
Yeah, it's you're right though. Quite often they will screw it up, but
Yeah.
in this case they just don't.
Well, that's great. That gives
Yeah.
me hope. I hope that keeps going though, and then they don't end up like messing up the last 2 seasons or something, and then you're like, ah. Galford Zog says Reeves would be a great Spike, but Spike is supposed to be, spoilers, part of the 27 Club, like Janis Joplin and Jim Morrison and Kurt Cobain. It's just another musical reference. Yeah. I think he's older now. That was like back in the day that I think he would have been a good Spike. He's older now. I don't think he would be a good Spike now, but yeah. Curtis says the character Spike Spiegel was a homage to Bruce Lee. I think so. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know actually. Maybe.
He was.
He was?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's really cool. I love Bruce Lee.
Spiegel is German for mirror. Is that
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I can never take anything you say seriously.
No, it's true. One of the biggest newspaper in Germany is Der Spiegel, which is the Mirror.
Oh,
That's cool.
that's cool.
Hmm.
Isn't it Spiegel? Or no, that's a beagle. I was like, isn't a Spiegel a part of like a dog too? But it's not. It's a beagle. Never mind.
No.
Oh yeah, Lucy Hale would be a good one. Yeah, see, I think so. I think Lucy Hale would have been a good Faye. What do you think, Kai? Do you think Lucy Hale would have been a good Faye?
Who's Lucy Hale? Is she that one that you pulled up? Well, let me look her up.
Yeah, she's the girl from Pretty Little Liars.
Oh, this girl. Yeah, this is about when I jumped into the stream right here. What was the question again?
Do you think she would have made a good Faye?
Oh, Faye. Yeah, she has the look, but like, I think Faye should be Japanese, like she's meant to be. But yeah, she has the look though to pull it off.
Faye's
I don't
supposed
know
to be
anything about her
Japanese.
personality though. I don't know anything about that. So
You need it.
I don't know if she could do it.
You need a tiny lady with big eyes.
Yeah.
Kind of with big eyes.
Well,
curves are a big part of Faye because she uses her sexuality as a weapon.
well,
That's true.
what about the lady who plays? Well, she's in her 20s now, probably. Arya Stark. Game of Thrones.
No.
Too short.
No.
Really?
No.
Oh, she's supposed to be tall too.
She's just not pretty enough, I think.
Ooh.
She's.
I don't think she's got it going on for Faye.
She looks too Stark.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks too stark. That's exactly it.
Your shirt is awesome, Nina.
Oh, thank you. I found it at the boys section in Walmart. It's for 12-year-old boys.
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder it's so cool.
You know what happened when I sold a shirt? I made like this Teespring thing with the top 5 list on it, and Teresa bought one, and 2 days later she got COVID.
I know, like right after you said this cures the coof.
Yeah, I
was
literally
like,
said that. Buy it, it cures COVID. She bought it and got COVID. It's like,
can you stop
worst
saying that on
commercial.
my channel now? Thank you so much.
Oh, sorry.
Say coof instead. Or like beer bug.
Yeah, I could not have had a worse commercial.
It was terrible. She literally got it like 2 days later. By the way, we stick to like hopeful topics on this stream. Hopeful topics. The same.
Well, she got well.
She did get well. She did get
Yeah.
well.
She has biceps and guns and a tiger.
Curtis says, have you watched an anime Shampoo, the creator of Cowboy Bebop, did. Yes, I have. I've seen it. I didn't think it was as good, but it's great. Like I liked it, but I didn't think it was as good as Cowboy Bebop. But it was good. Stieg here is not a fan of anime. And I'm trying to because apparently somebody told him to watch. What did they tell you to watch?
Well, keep in mind that I knew nothing, right? And
Yeah.
they told me to watch an anime called Queen's Blade. And I watched it and I said, this is kind of bad. And then like, keep going, it gets better. So I watched the whole damn thing and it did not get better.
Look at how much Kai is laughing at you because this is terrible. Like that is a terrible representation of like
they
what
were,
good anime is supposed to be. So you can't hate all anime because of freaking Queen's Blade. Like you need to give Cowboy Bebop a chance. You need to give like,
Hold on, wait. We need to explain to him what Queen's Blade is.
Oh, I know what it is now.
You explain it because I've never seen it.
Okay, so it's an ecchi anime about some kind of a fighting tournament. For whatever reason, it's this huge fighting tournament that all these women participate in, and all these women have crazy powers. And for example, one like bunny girl, she squeezes her tatas, and acid comes out, and she melts off your clothes.
Oh no!
Yeah. And
so it's supposed to be the hopeful channel, Kai. let's
and the thing is,
that's what that anime is. So it's way over here in left field. The dude who recommended that to you.
It was a chick, actually.
Oh, it was a chick? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I thought it was odd that every time they lost and stuff, they were moaning. But I don't think they didn't take it that hard when they lost, to be honest. It sounded like they took it very hard, but.
Jim? No, thanks. I'm good. That's what she said. Pam?
My mother's coming.
That's what she said. No.
Yay! I get to play clips.
That was a perfect clip too. Okay, so for perspective, that's essentially that's like one step away from hentai is Queen's Blade.
Okay, so wait, Kai. The point of the story being is that you didn't watch a good anime, and you can't judge all anime based on that. And you have to watch good ones like Cowboy Bebop, like Ghost in the Shell, like I think you will love The Record of Lotus Wars because you are so into D&D and stuff like that. I think you will absolutely cherish this series because it was made in the 80s.
I tried watching that, but the elf had bunny ears, so I was like, fuck this.
Well, you gotta just get over the ears thing because everything else about it is really good. Like the story is so good that
Stig, the reason that we're recommending these other shows is because anime isn't not a monolith. Anime covers all different genres. Mm-hmm. So there's like cerebral sci-fi, like Ghost in the Shell, and Cowboy Bebop. I'd say it's not quite cerebral, but it is.
It gets there.
It's It's a rich and layered show. It's like Cowboy Bebop is very unique, even within the realm of anime. It has a more accessible visual style to people who aren't drawn to the anime look, and the
soundtrack is all jazz. So like if you're not into like J-pop or like different kind of Japanese music, it's all like jazz music. Like the soundtrack is very much geared towards the Western audience. So
and they actually animated scenes like fight scenes and stuff to the music. So they picked music first, and so it has a very unique experience with the way it feels when you're watching the fights and stuff.
I think what put me off was those. I don't like the big eye thing, and when you can't tell if it's a boy or a girl, because even the guys look like girls sometimes, right?
They look like they're very similar looking in that sense.
Yeah, that stuff I don't like, and I don't like the. In some of them, they like tend to leap into the air and deliver like a monologue, and then they make the world explode with a big sword. Stuff like that. It's like no, but you know what? I did watch the Ghost in the Shell movie back in the day. Thought that was okay, and I watched Akira and Ninja Scroll.
What did you think of Akira?
I don't remember too much about it. I remember it getting a bit gritty near the end.
It was very gritty. I love Akira.
I watched 2 anime shows though. Castlevania, that one I liked.
Ooh, that's good. That's a good
and
job.
I watched some it was like some kung fu stuff that took place in Mexico. It was on Netflix.
I don't think I've seen that.
Interesting.
I think it's made by Netflix. It was a karate.
I thought I was going kung fu Mexican.
I don't think I've ever seen that. But Steve, try to watch Record of Lotus War again because I'm telling you, you'll like the story.
Actually, Steve, what genres, what kind of movies and stuff do you like to watch generally?
I can watch anything if it's good. I don't even mind if it's cheesy. I like cheesy monster flicks, to be honest. You know, and 80s movies, and you know, but
Gafford Dogs has Steve seen Cowboy Bebop? No, he hasn't. It's supposed to be the anime gateway drug. It's true. It is. Watch Trigon and Code Geass. Okay, so here's the thing. He might like Trigon, but Code Geass not so much. And also, I actually didn't like Code Geass a lot. Like I enjoyed it for what it was, like at the beginning, but it had a really bad ending. It was a terrible ending. And I don't think he would be into something like Code Geass because that's one of those animes where the animation style is so anime-ish, and like, you know, they have like the eyes are really big, girls and guys are like very similar looking. Like, you know, I don't think he would like that style of animation. But
I found that show.
I think Trigon, you would like it.
That show I talked about. It's the very first anime set in Mexico. It's called Seis Manos, which means 6 hands.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I wanted to give that a shot.
It wasn't that bad. It kind of. I think the first half was the good half though. But
is it like over now, or is it like season 1, season 2 kind of thing? Is it a limited series?
I'm assuming there's going to be more because it was a little bit open ended.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I thought it was okay. I'd give it a 6 out of 10.
Okay, you know? Well, that's good.
I heard that the fighting is really good in that anime, so I need to go check it out.
I've never heard of it until now, and as you know, I live in Mexico and I love Mexico, so maybe I will check that out. This is the show that Steve is talking about. Seis Manos. Says an American adult animation web series, web television series created by Brad Greiber and they're not Japanese. So it's set by the fictional story of San Simon in 1970s Mexico and revolves around these orphans trained in Chinese martial arts. When their mentor is killed, they join forces with an American DEA agent and a policewoman to avenge his murder.
Yeah.
Is it still considered anime if it's not made by Japanese people and doesn't look quite anime-ish?
To Japanese people, it does. Because in Japan, anime is just short for animation. And so to them, anything animated is anime. To us, anything they animated is anime. But it's come to be a stylistic thing, I've noticed.
Yeah, I feel like for me, this kind of thing was always like a cartoon or like graphic cartoon or something like that. Whereas in like anime was stuff that Steve won't like, you know, the big eyes and like, you know, that's anime, like the style.
Yeah, the style that was in Castlevania, I don't mind that one. That was okay.
That was really nice.
Yeah, Castlevania is very nice. Castlevania is very well done.
If it's something like that.
Yeah, it's also Castlevania is also a Western made show. It's true. It's true.
In that case, Cowboy Bebop, stylistically, I think you're gonna vibe with it.
I think so too. Did you ever watch? You didn't watch Ghost in the Shell though, Steve? Like the movie, like the first movie.
Yeah, I watched the first movie.
Nice.
Like the animated movie or
Yeah,
like the live action one?
Oh, the animated one. It's from the early 90s, isn't it?
Yeah, like like late 80s, I think.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I actually watched that one and Ninja Scroll in the same evening.
Yeah, they were around the same time. Did you like Ghost in the Shell, like the first one?
I don't remember too much about it, but I remember not hating it.
Yeah, it was great.
S-
I mean, it's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. So that's all I remember.
Curtis
But
says I would recommend Tank Police. I don't think I've ever seen Tank Police. Have you ever seen Tank Police, Kai?
Nope. I have not even heard of that one.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Hey Zagrut, how's it going? Happy New Year. He says if you're into giant robots, there's Mobile Suit Gundam. Yeah, I mean there's a lot of robot style animes. I don't know what Steve would be into though, because I don't want him to have a bad experience. But
wait a minute, I'm looking at Mobile Gundam. Yeah, that has the style I don't like.
yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he would like certain, like maybe Escaflowne, like maybe, but I don't even think he would like Escaflowne. I don't know.
Let's see. I'm gonna Google as people are suggesting stuff, and see what it looks like. Let's see. Full Metal Alchemist.
Ooh, yes, that's one.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. I think you might like that one.
It has some of the anime stuff going on, but
Go
ahead.
I just looked at it. Hell no. No.
The story is really good. The story is really, really good.
I'm sure it is, but that blonde kid looks like a pansy.
He's not.
He won't like.
I'm sure he isn't. It's probably the most powerful one.
Debatable. What do you guys think of One Punch? I'm not into One Punch. Kai, are you into One Punch?
Yeah, I love One Punch Man. Second season, I had some animation issues. It was a little weak, but story wise, also I had some issues. But like, the show's a lot of fun. It's pretty much. Do you know what it is? Or it's
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm very picky about the anime I watch now. I know I sound like an anime elitist, but it's not like first of all, I don't have the time, so I just don't have time to sit there and watch like animes that are like 900 episodes, and then I'm like, no.
Oh my god! Speaking of which, I'm gonna. One Piece.
Yeah, One Piece.
I'm at episode 860 something. That show is amazing.
I mean, I've heard that from a lot of people, but I'm like, I just don't have the time. Like, I don't have the time to sit there and watch like 900 episodes of something. It has to be like within a range of doable. Like, probably one of the longest animes that I watched was Bleach. And then I was like, I'm stopping here. Like, I'm done. Like, after 4 or 5 seasons or something like that, I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, this is not happening. There's no ending. There's no end in sight. It just freaking keeps going. Like, no, I'm done.
I haven't seen Bleach.
I think the other, like, the biggest anime that I saw that was like, I mean, the best. I think the best. But I grew up on that stuff was Inuyasha. Other than that, Inuyasha, like, but when it ended, I was like, thank God. But I also read the manga for that. So.
Oh, okay. I used to call that Dragon Ball Z for girls.
It was Dragon Ball Z for girls, except it had a way better story, like 1,000 times a better story, because it actually had a story. Come see, comes out. Gafford says, like what Kai said, they would call Batman a manga because manga just means comic to them, but to us, manga exclusively refers to Japanese comics. Yeah.
Oh, so manga is comic based, anime is just animation.
Yeah, it's like the animation of the mangas. Like, so like they'll make animation of whatever mangas that they write.
Yeah,
and then
the
mangas
get animes.
Isn't Akira classified as manga though?
No, that's Akira was I don't believe it was a manga. I believe it was just a movie. It was an anime because I don't think it was based on a manga. Let's see, Akira, maybe later. Oh no, never mind. I'm wrong. No, it was a manga series.
Hey,
So it was manga and then it turned anime.
I started another one too before I canceled Netflix. It's called Blood of Zeus.
Did you like that one?
I like the art style in it, but I only watched like 2 episodes. So
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I've seen the commercials for it, but I've never watched it.
yeah.
I think the other series I really like that I actually think you might like that one too, Stieg, is called Monster. And it's very, very good. And it's about like a lot of stuff in Europe. So you'll enjoy that one, I think.
Let's see, Monster.
Just Monster. It's very psychological.
Actually, this one doesn't look. I could tolerate this one. I'm looking at the style.
Yeah, I think you would enjoy it.
I used to, Mary Mayhem used to have this group chat with 50 people, and sometimes when I woke up, I used to troll anime fans in there. Said I don't watch it because it's like Donald Duck and stuff, and then I just leave. 2 hours later, I was still arguing.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Check this out. I want to share this when you're talking about the manga and anime and stuff. This is a Batman comic by a manga artist. So he actually that's really pretty. I'm gonna show that. I don't know if it can.
Oh, hold on. Let me.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can do this. Oh shoot! I just totally kicked him out of the stream. Never mind. Hold on. I can do
The little
things.
box. It's right here. The little box.
Oh. There you go. Thanks, Kai.
No problem.
Oh, yeah, that's a good looking Batman.
Oh yeah. So, but the comic is in like manga style. So the people, let me see if I can get a shot of people. There we go. There's some people. I'm sorry for the green screen, but
Yeah, your green screen's totally Oh, I see it. That's nice.
so yeah, it was a great oh yeah, that's a good shot.
Oh, hey,
awesome.
Fatal J's here. Hi,
Wait a
Fatal.
minute.
Jay?
I'm waiting for the camera and like nobody can see me. Hi, Fatal.
I have a manga. It's I have a manga written by Terry Brooks. It's part of the Shannara series. He released one manga thing that's set between 2 novels. I have it. So, I'm not completely at 0. I'm at 2%.
Well, there you go. Fatal says, LOL, he far from a pansy, Stieg. That's true. He's not a pansy
See?
at all.
Every time I say anime's pansy.
No, you were talking about the blonde guy from Full Metal Alchemist. He's not he's not a pansy.
Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker, dude. I don't know if you want to curse on good news.
I would prefer not, but that's okay. Right. That's okay.
Yeah, I'll try to keep it to
Runner is here. Hello, Runner. Happy New Year to you. Says, I saw the few episodes of One Punch Man. That's nice. It's nice.
One Punch Man is funny if you've seen enough anime that you know the stupid tropes that you're like, oh, of course this is gonna happen. The whole joke of it is that anime, like, all this stuff happens just for the hero to come in and fix everything, save the day, and rescue everyone. Like, nothing else that happens mattered because now the hero came in and fixed everything. And we all knew it was going to happen the whole time. So it makes fun of that.
If that guy in that anime punches twice during the show, the name doesn't fit.
destroys everyone with one punch.
My friend John E. Hacker, or Hacker as he likes to be called now, is here. And I'd like to say hello and welcome to my channel, John. I really appreciate your help the other night with like getting more subscribers. And yeah, 918. I'm at 918 because Doomcock gave me a shout out apparently last night, which I was like, oh my God, Doomcock. But yeah, so I'm at 918. Thank you so much for your help in getting me there. He helped getting me to 900, so thank you so much.
I should have recorded that for you.
You should have. You should have, Kai.
I was like, I'm gonna tell Nina, and I did, and then I moved on with my life. I should have like rewound and.
Yeah, Galford, you're right. I checked, and it was a manga. I was stupid. Fly on Saucer says One Piece is fun. My son and I love it. That's great. I love when people can watch stuff with their kids. I tried. My mom got into Sailor Moon with me when I was little. Like she watched Sailor Moon a little bit. Like she wasn't like totally into it, but she would watch it with me sometimes. Curtis says if you like killer vampires and Grove with great writers, watch Blood. Blood was good. I don't know if he'll like it, but Blood was good. I liked it. I definitely enjoyed that show.
Vampire anime, actually.
Yu Hakusho. Wait, what is that again? I don't know if
that's an anime, but I haven't seen it, so
I don't know. Does that even work though? Because vampires don't have tentacles. Stuff like that usually triggers people too.
Bye, John. Thanks for stopping by.
Anime is just about schoolgirls and tentacles and stuff. Say that in an anime community, and it livens things up.
Yeah,
people have aneurysms when they hear stuff like that.
I know.
But then it's funny because you'll be watching an anime that's not about that stuff, and suddenly it'll pop up, and you're like, there it is.
Yeah.
Wardog Helm says High School of the Dead. It might have the right mix of terrible and unmesmerizing. I don't know if I could never get into. I'm not a huge fan of zombies, so I sure as heck won't like some sort of anime zombie situation.
High School of the Dead. Okay, I'm looking.
I don't think Stieg would like High School of the Dead again because of the animation style.
Tits. I'm seeing.
Oh my God.
What?
Yes, I have seen Blood. Blood is good.
I'm trying to think of recommendations for like anime recommendations aside from
Gafford's dog says just take baby step. Steve Kenobi, you'll be buying card captor figures before you know it. I have the card captor Sakura cards. Like I have a deck.
Oh, really?
That's like the authentic cards.
Card captor Sakura. Okay, I'm looking.
Hold on, I'll go get it.
No, I'm not buying that. No.
I would never recommend that to you though, because I love it, but there's no way you'd be into magical girl anime shows. So there's no like I'm not gonna be like Steve, go watch Card Captor Sakura. Like no way. But I will show you the cards though. Hold on, I'm gonna come back. You guys have the floor. Please don't, talk about bad things.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
I'll get the stream taken down.
I'm here to learn today, so
cool,
I'll
man.
be listening to you guys talk about anime, and I'll be googling it at the same time to see if it might be something I'd like.
All right. So you weren't quite digging Full Metal. We got to warm you up into that one, I guess. Full Metal Alchemist. Just in case the premise intrigues you, I'm gonna break it down for you. It's a world where science is the magic. So, and they use alchemy to transform what they have into what they want it to be. So, like, if you want to build a house, just get an alchemist a bunch of wood and nails and stuff, and then they'll just draw the circle and turn that into a house. And so these kids lose their mom. And they go, well, let's try to bring her back with alchemy. Bad idea. You're not supposed to do it. They do it anyway. One kid, the one that you said looks like a bitch, he loses his right arm and his left leg. So he has a mechanical arm and leg. And his brother, his soul is trapped in a suit of armor. And their goal is to find the Philosopher's Stone, which is the only way that they can recover their bodies without paying an equivalent exchange.
Did you hear about the guy who lost his whole left side?
His whole left side?
Yeah, he's all right now.
Good for him.
So there's the what am I doing? Here we go. There's the card captor soccer cards. Look at that. You have the flower. What's the flower on it? They're like legit the cards. Isn't that cool, Kai?
Yeah, that's awesome. Those are the cards that she uses in the show?
Yeah.
That's dope.
So you can
What's the premise of Card Captor Sakura?
What?
What's the premise of the show?
Oh, she basically it's like a magical girl anime. She finds out she goes into this place that's like she goes to a library or something. I forget where she was, or her dad's office, because he was a researcher, or was a library or something. But anyways, the cloud cards call to her, which is like this magical book, and it turns out it's from like this magician who made these cards that basically take up the essence of whatever is like written on them. So if it's like the wind, it has the power of the wind. If it's like fly, it'll fly, or whatever is like the card, it does these things. So they all like get, they become free of the cloud book, and she has to they just like wreak havoc in the city. So she has to go and capture each one and become like the person that like captures all.
Okay. She has to like recollect all the cards that got loose.
And then it's got this huge story arc, and it's like, it's very sweet, and it's got a love story in it, and like all sorts of stuff. But it's only for a certain kind of people, like, that would like that kind of show. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody that's like not into magical girl animes, because that's a very, very specific type of people that like that. Galfsog says, the woman who did the Sailor Moon manga said she was as lonely as a little girl, and the characters in the manga were all friends she fantasized about having. I almost teared up when I read that. I have read that before.
Oh, that's sad.
I've read that before. Yeah, she did say that. And Sailor Moon was like one of my first animes that I watched when I was a little girl. And it totally got me into anime. But you know what's weird is I watched Sailor Moon when I moved to Canada, and then I realized that I've been watching anime all my life, because in Iran, the only type of cartoons that they would show was these things that we now called World Classic Theater, which is actually Studio Ghibli animes from like before Studio Ghibli was Studio Ghibli. They would make these animes like what's his name? Hayao Miyazaki, who runs Studio Ghibli, who's the creator of Studio Ghibli, made so many animes that like before he had the studio, and he there's like based on like the different classic stories like Mayonette and like very classic novels, he would turn them into animes. So they would show those in Iran, and I actually watched those. I grew up on those stories. And then I realized later, like way later, that it was like Studio Ghibli's director that made all those. And I was like, this is why I love Studio Ghibli, because like, it's like I literally like grew up, like when I was like 3-4 years old, I would watch those shows.
That's awesome. When you said that about Sailor Moon and stuff, I started thinking about when I started, and I used to watch a soccer anime when I was a kid.
I did too.
Because I played soccer, so I was like, soccer anime or soccer. It was
one of my first first cartoon crush was the like cartoon anime goalie, the goalie dude. And it was really weird. Yeah, and I remembered like to this day, I had like a huge crush on this guy, and I was like really like I was really little. What was that, Steve?
You know what? You know what? Sounds like he's a keeper.
Oh my God. Yeah. And then I remember my cousin would write me like letters as him so that I can like I would open and she would like literally mail it. And then I would like go to the mail and I would like open the letter and it was like from like whatever the guy's name was. And I would be like, oh my God, he wrote me a letter. And it was like this thing that we used to do. we were nuts. Hi, Teresa.
That's so sweet.
I know, girls.
Okay, I think I found one. I might like. It's called Claymore.
You know what? You would like it, except you wouldn't. You know why? Because it doesn't have an ending.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
like right when it gets good, there's no more. So I mean, you can watch it and it's great, but I don't know if you would love it because it doesn't have an ending.
Yeah. I wouldn't watch it if it has no ending, you know.
Yeah, it's terrible in that sense.
That's what I bothered me about the original Full Metal Alchemist. I mean, yeah, because they got canceled, so they just had to figure out how to end it. Like they got too close to the anime. It went in different directions.
I'm gonna start telling people that the only anime I like is Queen's Blade.
That'd be great.
Fatal J says Steve would like Death Note. I don't know. Maybe.
It doesn't have too many anime tropes, visual anime tropes.
Let's see, Death Note.
Yeah, you know what? Death Note is super sexist, so you would enjoy it. Yeah, like all the girls in it are dumb.
I do like realistic anime.
Yeah, so I think you would like it. I don't know. Maybe.
I think Lethal Lightning told me to watch this one.
I don't know if you would like it. See, that's one of those things. I don't know. I think you would like Monster. I think you would like Monster more than Death Note, personally, because Monster has, it's a lot more, like, has a lot more depth to the story than Death Note. Like, there's a lot more depth to that story.
Oh, wait a minute. Someone in the chat said to watch Berserk, and I looked it up, and this one looks Castlevania-ish.
Yeah, Berserk is great. It's very dark.
Cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
Again, doesn't have an ending yet. Just FYI.
Yet or ever?
So here's what happened. The first one, the one from the 90s, which is the one I watched, was fantastic, but it does not have an ending. It goes to like a certain point, which is the most harrowing, the most effed up thing you'll ever see in your life, and then it stops. The comic is still going, so I don't think that they're ever, like, honestly, I don't know if they're ever going to finish the anime, but they restarted it like recently, and I think they had like 4 movies or something like that made. But it's definitely not, it's still not finished. It doesn't have an ending. Right, Kai? Am I right about that? I think
I'm not that far in. I've watched some Berserk. I saw
Fatal would know.
Yeah, that's true. Fatal, if you know. Throw it out there. What's up, Runner?
Yeah. 3 movies. Fatal, do you want a link? Do you want to come on here and talk anime with us? I can send you a link, buddy, if you want to come on.
It looks like he wants to talk about anime.
I feel like he does.
Looks like he wants to yell about anime.
That's how Fatal talks in chat. He's always like, "What's up, everybody?"
Well, I do like the art style in Berserk, so
solid art style.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing with me, though. If the art style annoys me, I lose interest.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna like Attack on Titan either. The faces, they're too anime. But it is really creepy, monstrous things eating people. That's fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
Randall says, I'm in the gym trying not to die in the future. Well, that's great.
Good. We want you
I'm glad you're at the gym.
You need to-
says,
he's at the wait, hold on, wait a second. He's at the gym and he's like excessively typing in the chat instead of working out.
well, maybe he's like lifting weights and then between reps he's like chatting with us. I'm just guessing.
And he's like,
yeah. I don't know if I would recommend Berserk just because it doesn't have an ending.
You need to put on the soundtrack for Over the Top, Fatal J. That'll make you work out even more.
Runner is asking, what anime should I start off with? I'd say I'd say Cowboy Bebop. I think Cowboy Bebop is probably the best bet as in terms of a start for any new anime. Like a person that's considering to like anime or like considering to watch anime, I think Cowboy Bebop would be a really good start. And then you can move to like different things like The Record of Lotus Wars or Ghost in the Shell, depending on what you like. There's like Kai was saying, it's such an expansive genre. Like there's not one genre of anime. There's so many different kinds. I mean, maybe Runner would like Cardcaptor Sakura because he's so young and it's got like magical girls. Like you never know. Like it could be a guilty pleasure. I knew a lot of guys that like that show. You know.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find some really racy anime. That's nudity all over the place, and I'm gonna tag Nina on Twitter and say thank you, Nina, for recommending this show to me. I like anime now.
You know what you would like actually that is kind of racy and has an ending, but it's rare. It's a rare find if you can find it. It's called 3x3 Eyes. And that's an old anime and it's about like Atlanteans. It's like a crazy anime. 3x3 Eyes. Like 3x3 Eyes. Fatal J says, I'm listening to you guys on the treadmill. Wow, that is a really weird picture for me right now. Steve,
excellent, Fatal J.
For a soundtrack. Yeah, me too. That's a great soundtrack, Fatal.
You get 400 Kenobi points for that one, Fatal.
What about me, Steve? I also like to do that.
Work out to Rocky 4?
Yeah.
You get 200 though, because he did it first.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, fair enough, for sure.
Wicked City. Let's see. Galford's dog is recommending Wicked City.
Wicked City. I don't think I've ever seen Wicked City.
Wicked City. Oh my.
Oh my.
I'm not sharing a screen.
You look this up now.
No, don't share that. It's Wolverine Lady.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Galford's dog is right. Perfect Blue is a great movie. So is Millennial Actress. So is Paprika. All these movies are great. I 100% agree with you. Perfect Blue messed me up for a couple of days afterwards. Like I was thoroughly freaked out. And then I found out it was based on a true story. Like I was like, what the F? Like this is actually based on a true story. Kai, have you seen that movie before?
I was about to inquire.
So it was based on a true story of a dude that stalked that chick. What's her name? The one that wore that swan dress to the Oscars. She's like that Asian singer. What's her name? Oh my God.
Pay attention to what people wear to the Oscars.
Ugly swan dress.
Ugly swan dress. Huh.
Let's see.
Bjork. She had a stalker. Her name is Bjork.
Bjork.
Oh, she's from Iceland.
Yeah, in real life, she had a stalker, and the dude actually sent her like the videotapes, and he would stalk her and shit like that, and then he killed himself. It was like in the news and everything. and that movie's based on that stalker.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So watch that movie, Perfect Blue, Steve. I think you would really like that one.
Yeah, Bjork is the name of a tree. It is.
Yeah, Galford's Dog's right. Cowboy Bebop's only 26 episodes. Easy peasy. That's exactly the kind of anime that I like. Just, straight into
Bjork is birch. She thinks she's a birch.
Like a tree?
Yeah, that's what the word means. It's a Scandinavian word.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Perfect Blue is trippy, says Fatal J. And he also says Wicked City is free on YouTube, which is strange. It has a lot of nude scenes. Yeah, that is weird.
Wait a minute. I have anime on my channel. Voltron, episode 1.
Oh.
Yeah. I just put it up. No, nobody minded.
Yeah, Gaffer's Dog's like Perfect Blue is like a David Lynch film. It's like a David Lynch verse mixed with like Christopher Nolan. Like it's very dark and cool and it's cerebral. It's really good.
Yeah, David Lynch is easily one of my favorite directors because I like his kind of weird, especially Twin Peaks.
I love Twin Peaks.
One of the best TV shows ever made.
I love Twin Peaks. I think you would like that for sure, Steve. You should definitely check that out. Gaffer Zach says, my girlfriend and I watch Wicked City before cuddling time as foreplay. Oh my.
Oh wow. That's given the pictures I saw, that's kind of disturbing.
Okay, now I kind of want to Google this. I'm not gonna share screen because I'm scared, but what is this?
It's wicked. Yeah. I don't know what I saw a couple of pictures. It didn't seem that bad or anything. It's just
Have I seen this? I'm trying to remember if I've seen this or not. I don't know. Oh my god, this looks insane.
Yeah, Wicked City?
Yeah. Oh, you know what else you might like, Steve, is a movie called Metropolis. I don't know why I remember that when I saw this because it's so not like this. It's like the complete opposite of this, but it's very artistic and it has a really cool story.
Metropolis. No.
Metropolis.
Art style.
You don't like the art style?
No.
It's a really good story, though.
I'm sure they all have good stories. It's just that
I like Blue Gender too. I like Blue Gender a lot, but I don't know if Steve would like that art style. Okay, put Blue Gender.
Blue Gender anime.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll like it.
Okay, Blue Gender anime. Well, it's better than the previous one that I looked at.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely like there's all sorts of different anime styles and types and but like for example for me Metropolis's story is like 1,000 times better than Blue Gender. Even though Blue Gender was pretty good, I like Metropolis's story like a lot more.
I think I got scarred though in the late 90s when I got flooded on a daily basis by kids begging for money for Pokemon cards.
Oh god.
And they were holding up pictures of the ones they were missing and asking if I had them.
Oh my god.
It was going on for a year though.
Why were they asking you? Did you play Pokemon?
Why were they asking you for money?
They grabbed random people in the street and asked for money for Pokemon cards.
Really?
Or asked if people wanted to trade Pokemon cards. And I'm like, I don't have them.
Yeah, that's weird.
They would ask old ladies and
wow.
Yeah, it was a pandemic.
Steve, have you seen any of these movies or would you be interested in any of those looking at the animation style?
Wait a minute, Spirited Away. That's from the early 2000s or something.
Yeah.
It's Disney-ish, isn't it?
It's not Disney. It's all anime. Disney just bought the rights to distribute.
Yeah, but it's the
They did
story.
and stuff too,
No,
so high quality.
it's not. It's not. There's nothing like it at all, actually. Especially Princess Mononoke, Steve. You would like Princess Mononoke a lot because it's darker than Spirited Away.
Okay, Princess Mononoke.
Howl's Moving Castle might be.
Howl's Moving Castle is amazing.
Yeah, that's also got some grit to it.
Howl's Moving Castle.
So is the castle in the sky, but that's older, much older.
That's a weird castle.
Mm-hmm.
What if the castle trips?
It does trip. You'll see in the movie.
Oh. Yeah, that's the first thing I thought about. If it trips, then someone has built it in Minecraft.
Oh, that's funny. Another monster says, so Pokemon cards is the national currency of Norway? I don't think so.
It almost was, yeah.
Wow.
For about a year.
And Curtis, I totally agree. There's an anime for all ages and tastes as well as kinks. It's true. It's true. There's so many different kinds. There's so many different kinds. It's just like it's like when you go to like one of those 100 flavored ice cream stores and there's like 100 flavors of ice cream and you're like, well, which one should I get? And you're like just spending like an hour like trying to taste every single one. Like get a sample. Well, back when you could do that, I don't know if you do that anymore.
You know what's funny? The reason we have ice cream in a cone is actually because of a pandemic.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, during the Black Plague, when everyone was dying, they had these ice cream stands, like we see in Wonder Woman, the first one, the ice cream stands, and people, what they were called penny licks. So they had the scoopy thing, and they'd give him a penny, and they'd scoop up some ice cream, and you'd lick the thing, give it back. He would like rinse it in water, and then the next person would come and do the same thing.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know any of that.
Once everyone's getting sick, some person walks up, gets some ice cream, coughs and walks away. The next person goes, I don't feel like ice cream no more.
Yeah.
And so they invented cones, edible cones, so that they could just hand it off to you, and then you're good.
And then you're good. You know what I love is like getting because I hate getting ice cream in a cone because it always melts and everything. So I like doing ice cream in a cup and then having the cone on top, and then so you get the best of both worlds.
I like that.
During the summer, you always see a kid holding a cone, and half the ice cream is all over their fist because it's melted and
because it melts.
Yeah.
Zakarot says Kiki's Delivery Service. Yeah. Also by Hayao Miyazaki's It's Ghibli movie. I love it. I don't know if Stieg.
I don't think
it's it. Yeah. It's not up Stieg's alley. It's too wholesome for Stieg.
And it's got like some of the big eyes and some more of that going on, I think, than...
Yeah, this looks Pokemon-ish.
It's definitely not. Very different. But
the face. Oh, wait a minute. Not Pokemon. The other thing. Dragon Ball. It looks Dragon Ball-ish.
I don't think it does at all, but again, I don't think that, but see, it's the same company that made Howl's Moving Castle, and it's the same company that made Spirited Away and all these other ones. So they will all have some like similar drawing style to that. But again, these are his older works. Like Kiki's Delivery Service is older. Howl's Moving Castles, or not Howl's Moving Castle, A Castle in the Sky is older. They were from like the '80s versus Howl's Moving Castles from the 2000s and Spirited Away from the 2000s. So this animation style is going to evolve, right?
Oh, the Ghost in the Shell animation style I didn't mind.
Yeah, that one's good. It's called the Standalone Complex. I really like that one.
And
that's where this is from.
And Ninja Scroll.
Sorry, what? Ninja Scroll?
Yeah, Ninja Scroll looked okay, I think.
I love Ninja Scroll. That's a great anime. Crunchyroll has a section of anime directed exclusively at cats and dogs. Wow, that's weird. I heard that Crunchyroll was just bought out by by who was it bought out?
I hope it wasn't by Sony
or somebody. Hold on.
I hope it wasn't Sony.
Yeah. I'm looking at Ninja Scroll now. That's okay. Ninja Scroll and.
Sony's Funimation buys Crunchyroll for $1.2 billion.
All right.
So that happened.
That sucks. Oh man.
It was a big brouhaha in the anime community.
Mm-hmm.
No, Galford's dog. I'm not a bloody Swede.
Somebody asked you that. Alfred's dog asked you that. Nina Scroll like Tarantino film. I'm sure you meant ninja. Yeah, it is.
Nina Scroll. That needs to be a thing.
Nina Scroll. That's cool.
I'm going to use that for that D&D thing.
Oh, that's cool. You should.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get a tentacle monster and call this adventure is called Nina Scroll.
Oh my gosh. Keeping it PG here, people. Keeping it PG.
Yeah. Well, actually, to be fair, though, the D&D games are pretty PG.
Yeah, that's true. They are. Well, sort of. They're not, actually. Never mind. They're not at all.
The comments in and around aren't.
Because of what Teresa and Mara's character did with those other characters.
Yeah, but that was off screen.
Oh, hey, Will Gentry's in the house. What's up, Will? Happy New Year to you. Will says Stieg is a Swede until he starts saying my last name correctly.
It's Gentry.
No, his name is Gentry. He clarified that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought it was Gentry for a long time too, but he said it's Gentry.
Wait, I used to say Gentry.
Huh.
You said Gentry was wrong, so I started saying Gentry.
I thought it was Gentry. Now I'm saying it wrong. Wait, what did you say? You said Gentry, right?
I said Gentry first, and then I started saying Gentry. Maybe it's Gentry.
No, it's Gentry. I'm pretty sure it's Gentry because I thought it was Gentry for the longest time, and then I remember he was like, "No, it's Gentry." Oh.
No, he's saying you're wrong.
No, he's saying I'm wrong. Now I'm so confused. Nina, you were totally wrong. Wow, I'm so confused.
I was right. It was Gentry.
So it was Gentry then. Then I was saying it correctly. Oh my god.
I think. What if he's just messing with you guys?
I think he's the one that doesn't know.
Oh my god. Will. Okay, this is that. I have no idea. Okay, wait. Is it like Gentry, like with a J, or Gentry, like with like G, give, like J, or G?
Oh, he's saying I'm right. It's Gentry.
Oh, so it's Gentry.
Yeah. Well, I've been saying that for quite a while now, Will.
It should be freaking spelled with a J.
No, because gentleman.
Yeah.
I hate English.
Of the word.
Runner says Nina's wrong about a lot of things. That's true. I'm occasionally wrong. I fully admit that because I'm not one of those people that wants to say I'm right all the time. With a J, not a G. Gentry. Okay, got it. Gentry. Okay.
Yep.
Will Gentry. I won't forget that. Okay, thank you. A happy new year to you, Will Gentry. That's going to be weird to remember to say. Like, I'm going to mess that up.
Well, you know, a G is just a curled up J anyway.
That's true. I mean, like, it's like when Makini was like, my name is Makini, and like we called him Makini for like the longest time. I was like, I don't know if I can get this Makini situation in my brain.
Yeah, that one was out of left field. Oh, it's a sister. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, people have been saying my name wrong for 2.5 years too. So,
well, that's why I asked you, because I never knew if it was Stig or Stieg, because people called you Stieg, people called you Stig, and I was like, okay, what is your name?
Yeah, Stig is wrong. Stieg is right.
Okay, that's why I say Stieg now.
I never heard anyone call you Stig. So
John
I guess I showed up after that.
Oh yeah. And then people start apologizing like hell afterwards. So I'm like, it's no biggie, you know. I know
John
who
called
you mean.
Stig all the time. I was like, it's Stieg. Stieg.
Yeah. And he's like, you never told me. No,
That's true.
I didn't care.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna turn Will into a mod. Will Gentry. You're gonna be a mod. You have been wrenched. You have been wrenched, sir. That's my weird British accent, so that you can approve people's comments in the chat. Because when you came in, Will, your comment needed to be approved, and I had to approve it.
That was something that caught me off guard when people started modding me in certain places. All of a sudden, see a grayed out message. It's like, do you approve? Oh, well, yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Just randomly approving stuff.
I have like 40 wrenches, I think, and I've only like used 2 of them because I'm a boomer. I forget I have it, you know. But the one time I have to time someone out, I screwed up and banned the person, and they made a stream about it.
Oh my god, that's hilarious!
Yeah,
by the way, like, when you said
I have confirmation on which mod it was that banned me.
Oh my
Steve Kenobi is his name, you know, and the others were like, I can't believe he did that. He's usually quite cool. And I'm like, I didn't know I did
that. We're not naming names, but I remember when that happened. Oh my
I was like, shit.
That's hilarious.
I didn't know I had it in me, you know.
It was an accident too. That's the funniest part.
Well, the guy was misbehaving though.
He was.
I gave him a timeout, and then I didn't know I had banned him. So
he was definitely misbehaving. Well, I'm definitely learning a lot tonight with all the stuff that I just achieved. Wow, I've been going for 2.5 hours, so I think I'm going to call it. This was fantastic. This was really fun. I'm glad you guys joined me on this episode of Infinite Hope, which turned into some insane anime talk and us trying to convince Steve to watch anime. I hope you do take some of my suggestions, though, Steve, and watch some of the anime I suggested to you. But
the thing, there's been 30 suggestions, and I don't know which ones were yours.
Monster is mine, and Record of Lotus Wars. Even though for some reason you can't get over the bunny ears, I think you should get over yourself, though. And what else? Perfect Blue, I think you'll really like. I think you should definitely watch that.
What is an otaku?
An otaku is a nothing up here. It's a dude who. It's a derogatory term for a dude who is completely just obsessed with anime, with manga. That's all he cares about. Like he's just a manga nerd. Yeah, there is. It's a manga nerd, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna turn into that.
Urban Outfitters, Urban Dictionary.
Caviteño really good to see you. Feliz Año, and Happy New Year to you. And 82 more till 1K. That's true. And where am I on the hours? About 1905. About 1905. So I still got a lot to go. That's why I'm trying to, live stream a little bit more. See if I can get those hours. But also, I like interacting with the chat, like because I was doing like Infinite Hope, like I was recording it, and I'm planning on actually taking the important parts of the, like not important, but like the relevant parts, like where I'm reading the articles and putting them into a like small video, so people who miss the live stream can go back and actually watch Infinite Hope, like the parts about the articles if they want to actually get the good news. But I like doing the live stream because then I can catch up with you guys and talk about the news and everything like that. So I'm going to keep doing the live streams, but I'll also upload the specific parts that so that people can enjoy, watching.
I actually sent you an article during the stream. That's how I realized that I had a link, because I didn't know you sent me a link.
Oh, okay.
I think I sent it before. I'm not sure. Either way.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you did.
Oh, I have a correction to make also. Otaku, apparently, otaku meaning refers to someone who has a devotion to a subject or hobby, not necessarily anime, to the point of not leaving home.
Oh, yeah, that's
unhealthy.
Oh, yeah. So it's like me with the gypsy hookers.
Yeah, exactly that.
Steve, keep it PG for God's sake.
Sorry. Gypsy employees.
What's nice about gypsies is like there's no one that goes looking for them.
Oh my goodness. Well, there you go. So yeah, on that note, as Curtis says, Happy New Year, and to all a good night. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Much love to you. And since I can do this now, here's my outro.